Mexico is a land of contrasts. On one hand, vibrant colors, lively festivals, and intense flavors. On the other, ancient ruins, sacred mountains, and legends that stand the test of time. Today, on Obscure World, we're going on a journey through 10 incredible places in Mexico. We'll learn about their history, their mysteries, and the legends that still whisper to those brave enough to listen. Chichén Itzá, the true heart of the Mayan civilization. Imagine walking through a city where every stone was placed to tell a story, and where time seems to go in circles, like the seasons marked by the shadows of the Kukulkan pyramid. Every equinox, thousands of people gather to witness a phenomenon that's hard to explain. The appearance of the serpent slithering down the stairs, formed only by the sunlight and the cleverness of the old builders. For the Mayans, this was the moment when the sacred touched the earthly world, an open door between different worlds. But not everything at Chichen Itza is shown in daylight. At night, it's very quiet, broken only by the wind whispering through the columns of the Temple of the Warriors. Chichen Itza is more than just an old ruin, it's a living mystery, where science, faith, and mystery are all connected. Teotihuacan, the legendary city of the gods. As you get close to its huge Avenue of the Dead, the view looks almost out of this world. We still don't know who built it, its stories lost to time, leaving behind only giant buildings and quiet secrets. The Pyramid of the Sun, standing tall against the sky, is lined up with the stars in ways that still amaze scientists today. Some say you can feel a special energy when you climb its old steps, as if the stones themselves remember old rituals. Not far away stands the Pyramid of the Moon, wrapped in stories of its connection to the sky. For the Aztecs, who came centuries after the city's peak, Teotihuacan was a place where gods were born, where the sun and moon took shape before the world even began. Every stone, every painting, tells us a little bit of a story, of big dreams, spirituality, and that endless search to connect heaven and earth. Teotihuacan is still a place where the line between stories and reality gets blurry, a living proof of how powerful mystery can be. Perched high on steep cliffs, looking out over the turquoise Caribbean, Tulum stands out as the last great Mayan city to rise and fall by the sea. Unlike the big cities hidden in the jungle, the ruins of Tulum forever gaze at the horizon, where the sky and water meet in an endless blue. The walls here once protected priests, traders, and astronomers, who studied the stars to guide their people and predict the ocean's rhythms. Local legend speaks of the Aluxes, playful spirits that live among the rocks and mangroves, watching travelers and punishing those who stray from the path. Here, the line between land, sea, myth, and memory is as thin as the mist that rises every morning. Tulum remains a place of beauty and enigma, where the ruins silently watch the restless tides, and ancient stories still float on the wind. In the heart of Chiapas's emerald jungle rests Palenque, a city where stone and spirit are intertwined. More than just ruins, Palenque was a center of science, art, and Mayan mythology, a place where rulers claimed to be descendants of the gods. The tropical jungle itself seemed to guard its secrets. In the heart of Palenque stands the Temple of the Inscriptions, a pyramid wrapped in legends. For centuries, its true purpose remained hidden, until archaeologists discovered a secret stairway leading down into the darkness. There, they made an astonishing discovery, the tomb of King Pakal. The sarcophagus lid, covered in intricate carvings, has sparked debates for decades. Some see Pakal as a cosmic traveler, moving between worlds as he transforms into a god. But for the Mayans, Pakal's journey was a sacred passage through the underworld, a rebirth that ensured the balance between life and death. In Palenque, every stone whispers of lost dynasties, forgotten rituals, and the endless quest to understand our place in the cosmos. Here, the enigma of King Pakal invites us to look beyond the surface, and to wonder what truths still hide beneath the jungle canopy. Underneath the colorful buildings and winding alleys of Guanajuato lies a world wrapped in shadows and secrets. Once a rich mining town, its underground tunnels spread out like veins under the ground, whispering tales of wealth and sadness. But it's in the Mummy Museum where the line between life and death gets blurry. Here, over 100 mummified bodies rest in glass cases, their faces frozen in silent screams. Saved by the dry soil and special weather, these mummies aren't ancient relics, but people from the 1800s. Sickness, poverty, sad accidents. Some even look like they were buried alive, their fear etched into their faces. In Guanajuato, The line between this world and the next is thinner than we dare to believe. High above the valleys of Oaxaca, Monte Alban stands like a silent guard, its stone terraces and ancient tombs bathed in the sun's golden light. For centuries, this was the heart of the Zapotec civilization, a place where the living honored their ancestors and sought guidance from the spirits. Here, every pyramid, plaza, and carved stone was designed to connect two worlds, the realm of the living and that of the dead. The Zapotecs believed Monte Alban wasn't just a city, but a sacred bridge. During rituals, priests climbed the steps, carrying offerings of flowers and incense, their chants echoing across the windy mountaintop. But the mysteries of Monte Alban continue to this day. Archaeologists have found tombs filled with fancy jewelry, painted bones and mysterious symbols with messages for the gods, or maybe warnings for those who come later. Locals say that during the Day of the Dead, the line between worlds gets thin here. In this special place, the past never truly leaves. It stays, inviting us to remember, to honor, and to believe that the bridge between worlds is always within our reach. On the horizon, near Mexico City, two grand volcanoes stand tall over the land, Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. Their snowy tops reach high above the clouds, but the real story of these mountains is in the legend, a tale of endless love and a sad fate. As the old Aztec stories go, Iztaccíhuatl was a beautiful princess, and Popocatépetl, a brave warrior. Their love was pure, but fate was unkind. While Popocatépetl was fighting in faraway wars, sneaky rivals spread false news that he had died. Heartbroken, Iztaccíhuatl fell into a deep sleep she never woke from. When Popocatépetl came back and found out what happened, he was overcome with sadness. He carried her body to the mountains, where the gods, touched by their strong love, turned them into volcanoes, her shape resting peacefully and still, his always watching over her. Even today, Popocatépetl is still active, sending smoke into the sky as if keeping a never-ending watch, while Iztaccíhuatl rests quietly beside him. The local people say that each eruption is a sign of Popocatépettl's endless love, a fiery breath for the princess he could never forget. Standing in their shadow, it's easy to feel the power of this legend. The mountains remind us that love, like the earth itself, can last for ages, shaping both the land and the hearts of those who remember it. Hidden in the lush jungles of the Yucatán Peninsula are the cenotes. They are deep holes with crystal-clear waters that, for the ancient Maya, were sources of life. For them, these natural wells were much more than just water. They were gateways to Xibalbá, the mysterious underworld where spirits lived and gods waited. Going down into a cenote is like stepping into another world. Sunlight filters through openings in the earth, lighting up waters so pure they seem out of this world. Echoes bounce off the ancient limestone walls, and the silence is only broken by the sound of drops falling from the stalactites above. Archaeologists have found offerings, jade, gold, and human remains, which were part of rituals meant to calm the gods or ask for their help. Local legends warn that cenotes are guarded by powerful spirits. Those who enter with respect might receive blessings, but those who disrespect these sacred waters risk getting lost forever in the underworld. Underneath a hill that looks pretty ordinary in the city of Cholula hides one of ancient Mexico's biggest secrets, the Great Pyramid of Cholula. At first glance, all you see is a colonial church on top of a green hill, with its bell tower peeking out above the trees. But beneath that holy place, hidden under layers of earth and centuries of history, rests the largest pyramid in the world by volume, even bigger than the huge pyramids of Egypt. For centuries, the pyramid was slowly swallowed by time and plants, its true nature hidden from both invaders and local people. The Spanish, when they took over the area, built the Church of Our Lady of Remedies on its top, perhaps not knowing they were making a place holy that was already considered sacred by ancient peoples. Legends whisper that the pyramid was built to hide secrets from the gods, with its winding tunnels snaking deep into the earth. Archaeologists exploring those passages found altars, murals, and offerings sealed for generations. Standing at the base of the hill, it's easy to feel the weight of the old, the colonial, the native, and the foreign. Each layer tells a story of faith, conquest, and the lasting power of belief. In Cholula, the past is never truly buried. It waits quietly beneath your feet. Deep in the lush state of Veracruz lies El Tajín, a city whose name means the place of the thunder gods. Hidden by thick jungle and mist, El Tajín was once the thriving capital of the Totonac civilization. Its legacy echoes in every carved stone and in every ritual performed here. The most famous structure, the Pyramid of the Niches, stands with 365 holes carved into its sides, representing the days of the solar year. For centuries, priests and astronomers gathered here to watch the sky, believing that every thunderclap was a message from the gods. Thunderstorms were not just weather events, but the gods themselves answering prayers. But El Tajín is not just silent ruins, but beats with a living tradition. Every year the dance of the voladores is performed at the foot of these ancient temples. High atop a towering pole, 4 men spiral gracefully towards the earth, held only by ropes, symbolizing the falling rain and the cycle of life. As they spin, drums beat and flutes resonate, mimicking the rhythm of the ancient gods. Locals whisper that on stormy nights, the thunder is louder over El Tajín than anywhere else, as if the ancient gods still gather over the city, watching the ceremonies below. El Tajín remains a sacred bridge between earth and sky. Mexico is a land where myth and reality blend together. Every temple, every volcano, and every city holds stories that live on through time. With gods coming down from the sky, warriors turning into mountains, and portals leading to the underworld, Mexico shows us that history is never just history. It's also legend, poetry, and mystery. And maybe that's why, when we visit this country, we always feel like we're not alone. This is the obscure world, where the past keeps speaking, and where mystery never goes silent.